My mechanic called me back into the shop. Explain this or I'm calling the police. I dropped my car off for an oil change. Simple routine maintenance. Ray texted me 2 hours later. Need you back here. Now, I drove over in my husband's truck. Ray was waiting outside. Arms crossed, jaw tight. He led me into the bay without a word. My car was on the lift. He pointed underneath. Found this during the inspection. A small black box, no bigger than a deck of cards. Magnetic mount attached to the undercarriage. That's a GPS tracker. Professional grade. Been there at least 6 months. My stomach dropped. I didn't put that there. Ray's expression didn't change. Then who did? This isn't some cheap Amazon tracker. This is law enforcement grade equipment. I stared at it. 6 months. Someone had been tracking every place I went. Ray crossed his arms. I've seen these before. Divorce cases, mostly. You need to explain this, or I'm calling the police. My husband, I whispered. Ray went quiet. I pulled out my phone, opened my location history. Every place matched where I actually was. Grocery store, gym, my sister's house. But Ben had been accusing me of lying about my whereabouts for months. Picking fights when I came home 5 minutes late. The tracker had been there since March. That's when the accusations started. You weren't at the gym that long. Your sister's house is only 10 minutes away. Why were you gone for an hour? I thought he was being paranoid. Now I realized he'd been testing me, comparing my answers to the GPS data, setting traps. My hands started shaking. Ray carefully removed the tracker, placed it in a plastic bag. You should file a report. I took the bag. He's been watching me this entire time. I sat in the truck for 20 minutes, just staring at the black box. Then I called my sister. Ben put a GPS tracker on my car. Ray found it during my oil change. Silence. Then her voice, low and furious. How long? 6 months. She started crying. All those fights. He knew exactly where you were the whole time. He was gaslighting you on purpose. I drove straight to a lawyer's office. An attorney named Catherine saw me. I showed her the tracker. Her face went hard. This is evidence of stalking. We can file for a restraining order today. I want a divorce. She nodded. We'll file tomorrow morning. Tonight, do not tell him you found this. Act completely normal. I went home. Ben was watching football. Hey babe, how was your day? His voice was casual, like he hadn't been tracking me for half a year. Fine, I said. Just got an oil change. He nodded. Eyes still on the TV. I made dinner. We ate together. He asked about my plans for tomorrow. I lied and said I had errands. He smiled. Just text me if you'll be late. I wanted to scream. Instead, I went upstairs, packed a bag, hid it in my car before he woke up. The next morning, I filed for divorce. Catherine submitted the tracker as evidence. The judge granted a temporary restraining order immediately. Ben was served at work that afternoon. He called me 37 times. I didn't answer once. He left voicemails. First confused, then angry, then panicked. The last one was different. His voice was shaking. You found it, didn't you? The tracker. That's what this is about. I saved that voicemail, sent it to Catherine. She added it to the evidence file. Ben tried to explain it away in court. Said he was worried about me, that I'd been acting distant, that he just wanted to make sure I was safe. The judge looked at him. You tracked your wife for 6 months without her knowledge. You used that information to interrogate and gaslight her. This isn't concern. This is control. Ben's lawyer tried to argue. The judge cut him off. Restraining order is permanent. Divorce proceedings will continue. You're not to contact your wife in any form. Ben looked at me across the courtroom. His face was pale. I looked away. Ray called me last week, asked how I was doing. I'm good, really good. He was quiet for a second. That tracker saved your life. Another year of that, and who knows what he would have done next. I think about that a lot. How a routine oil change exposed 6 months of surveillance. How close I came to believing I was the problem. The tracker sits in Catherine's office now. Evidence in a case that's almost over. Tonight when I drive home, I'll go wherever I want, and nobody will be